Hi everyone, welcome back to the story of Chinese characters. This is Chang. Let's take a look at our first character. Apologize, I might sound a little bit sleepy. Okay, this is the Asian version of this character. Legendary says this is an animal that looks like a bear with a head identical, but the feet, the 2 feet looks like deer, so I have absolutely no idea what that is. But Legendary says this is a badass animal, so we use this later to involve the meaning be able to or generally the ability. Okay, that's a funny story. The radical is the lower left hand side, this part yue as the moon, but here to represent the meat. Okay, remember when we use yue in a character, it could represent the moon or calendar, and sometimes it also could represent the meat. And this part I'm going to give you the meaning a little bit later, or just imagination. And for the right hand side, these two identical characters, they are the character for dagger. Okay, that's the closest imagination I could find linked to this character. You could picture this part, this a little bit like triangle, as the scarf on the head, and the yue as the body, as it represents the meat, and two dagger. I know this is not exactly the dagger, but that's the closest thing I could find. A badass ninja turtle, okay? And for your reference, the name is Raphael. The first vocabulary 可能, 可 actually to represent possibility, and 能 just ability, so altogether still means possibility or possible. And the 能力, 力 means the power, and 能 means能 means stability. So altogether means ability. And 功 here, 功 stand for the function or sometimes effort, and 能 means stability. Altogether, 功能 means the ability of a device or the function of a device. Okay, and 本能, 本 means itself. So 本能 means the ability came with itself, means the instinct. Okay, the second character with me, 儿. This is actually a picture to depict a part of our human body. Can you imagine? This to me is actually quite funny. It refers to the Chinese Chinese style. I would say Chinese style mustache. It means the bristles on the jars. Bristles on the jars. I'd say for this one stroke here to represent actually the mustache. The mustache. And for this one or this part actually refers to the mustache under lips, and this last two stroke like here are actually the bristles. Okay, so don't you forget this is the mustache, and this part two vertical line to represent the mustache under lips, or under some of your lips, and this two stroke to represent the bristles on the jar. Okay, overall 4 vertical lines, don't forget. And the meaning, I have no idea how to change and or however. So the first vocabulary, 而且 means and 且 to take another step, but also. And 然而 ran in the Asian Chinese, I don't think it contains any concrete meaning. So we could just forget about its meaning. 而 means however, altogether 然而 also means however. And 反 means opposite, so 反而 means on the contrary. And the last one, 因 means because, so 因而 means as a result. Okay, you got the reason and you want to proceed talking about something more about it, so as a result. This one with me, 举. Okay, to me that looks like a lot of hands are holding one person in here, see? Like the fans do to their star. Okay, so literally the meaning of the Asian character is to lift up by 2 hands, here and here. Okay, and the character is here and here. So the modern character, the meaning is quite similar, is to raise or to lift up. We keep the meaning to lift up and we add on another meaning to raise. So for the modern character, I'd like to separate into two parts. The above part is the character Xing from Gao Xing, okay? Xing from Gao Xing. Actually, Xing refers to excited, and the lower part I'd like to refer to it like a barbell. This, okay, looks similar to me. So I guess when you do the heavy lifting, you need to first channel your energy, make yourself excited, then you get the power to lift the barbell. So for the vocabulary, the first one is our new word 举例子, for example, to raise up an example, the for example, 例子 just example, and 举行, 行 means proceed, and 举 here means to raise, to lift up, to hold, okay? And the 举办, 办 means to handle, so here it's slightly difference between 举行 and 举办. One means to hold, another one means to host, okay? And the 选 means to select, 举 means to raise. You select someone and you put it into a very high position, election. Next one with me, 打 打. This character looks to me quite funny. It's like someone staring at something. Like, see the two eyes with eyebrow and a triangle nose with a giant mouth. Okay, that's the Asian version. Very beautiful Chinese calligraphy. So the structure above part is the radical. Oh, sorry, this is not person. This is bamboo. I think you know this. Sorry, that's my fault. And the lower part is 和. It used to represent the sound, but as you can see, the pronunciation changed quite a lot. So the original meaning of this character is to use some bamboo leaves or bamboo sticks to fix the bamboo fence. Okay, this one 和 looks like a barn. Looks like a barn, okay. And the modern meaning, I think you're quite familiar with this one, is to answer or to reply. Okay, so to me it's a person or one person in here, okay, that's character one person or a triangle, one person are using the bamboo leaves to answer questions, okay. So the first vocabulary 答案 means the answer. I think both the character represent the similar meaning to answer. I'm not sure the meaning and here, sorry. And 回答, 回 means to return your answer, means to answer or to reply. And 报答, 报 actually means to pay back. And here it's the positive meaning to repay, okay? It's a positive word, 报答, to repay your someone's kindness, to show your gratitude, okay? And the next one with me, 父 Phoo. Okay, this is the Asian character. For the verb part, it's not exactly, in the Asian time, it's not exactly 人. This one, 人 plus a 日. It's just the character, this part, or this part would be more accurate. This part is called 福 to represent the sound, but no longer. And the radical is the lower part. It means pronounced as pu and means to stop and to walk. When it is put at beneath some part or just at the bottom of a character, it means to stop or to walk, just like a person is walking, okay, or just like the legs. So to me, I think a person go back and forth. That would be Michael Jackson doing the moonwalk. Quite awesome and beautiful. And the modern meaning is again or repeatedly, okay? So I use this picture to try to channel your memory to this character because that's a person walking on the moon, and here is sun, okay, the sun, and lower part is just to walk, okay? And this one, 复杂, both of them means complicated, 杂 actually means chaos. So altogether, 复杂 means complicated. And 复习 to repeatedly practice something, that means to review. And the 复印 actually here means to print. So this is the photocopy or photo print. And 答复, okay, it means to reply formally. To reply formally. Next character with me, 怕 怕 Asian character, quite similar to the modern one. Left side is the radical heart. Heart. This is the original character. This is what it looks like when it functions as a radical. And right part is bai. As bai, as you can see as well, the pronunciation changed a lot with the development of the character and also with the history. So I actually didn't put the pronunciation here just in case I confuse you. So the meaning does not change at all. It means be afraid of, and I give you one scary picture to memorize this, as this is a feeling to fear. So the left side heart, and to me actually, if you think about it, I'm a little bit afraid of the darkness, but actually you're not afraid of the darkness itself. You are afraid of like the picture, something pop out from the darkness, and normally it would be something light or white like the ghost. So that would be the heart plus the white is what you fear. Okay, I know that's nonsense to you, but I like those stories. And just stare in the picture and for 5 seconds. I won't forget this character. Okay, a heart, and if you are terrified by those white stuff. Okay, the first vocabulary, 害 means harm or harmful. So 害怕 altogether means to fear. 恐 means 恐 actually means terrified. So 恐怕 altogether means be afraid of, which is quite similar to terrified, 可怕。可怕, okay? Okay, this one with me, 礼 Ancient version looks almost exactly the same with the modern one. Left part, I know you could identify that Wang as the king, but actually this is another example our ancestor made a mistake. This is not actually Wang. In the ancient time, mean the original meaning. It is the jade, yu, okay? It is the jade, yu. And the right part, li, as you know, as miles, li, to represent the sound, exactly the same. Okay, so the ancient version of this character is to describe this picture is to polish or to carve to make the jade perfect, to design the jade into just some sort of decoration. Okay, the modern meaning is to manage, to handle this delicate stuff, or later on involved the meaning the reason or reasoning. So the first vocabulary 理想, your reason, or I'd like to say the rule of your thinking. I have no idea why combination means dream. I'm sorry, I forgot the link. And the next one, 办理, 办 means to handle, okay, and 理 means to manage. So naturally, all these two combined with each other means to handle. And the 经 actually means to go through, and 理 means to manage. And we use this two action to refers to the person who's normally doing this action, the manager. And 理发 literally means to manage your hair. That means to do the haircut. With me, 想 okay, the meaning of 想 is to think or to miss. This is ancient version. Lower part is the 心 heart, and the above part is 香 to represent the pronunciation. Okay, 香. And for the modern version, I'd like to break this part as well. This is mu and the mu, okay, for wood and eye. So you're staring at the wood and you have some such a feeling like you miss your lover, or judged by the picture, could be lovers, okay? 想 want you to link the memory. Would I heart? Okay. The first vocabulary 理想 already talked about this. Dream, something, some rule you're thinking or you dreamed of. And when we use 想 to plus an action, we means to want. And when we use 想 to plus someone, that means to miss. And if you think about something that is empty thinking, that's fantasy. Okay, with me, Cheng. This Asian version of this character. This part is the traditional Chinese spare, so it has something to do with military service. That means to accomplish or to succeed, which is the same with the modern version. It's a little bit hard to analyze the inner structure of this character to you. Okay, so I'm going to use a previous character you've already learned to explain this one. This is 我, me, right? You should be familiarized with this one. So the right part is exactly the same, the Chinese spare. If you break it and look at the left part, it's a little bit different. So Cheng means succeed, and before you are successful, you are just you, a person with a hand, with a spare in your hand, with a weapon, with a tool in your hand. So you build up your success from only the hand, bare hand, to this part. If you ignore this, like this part looks pretty much like this one. 1 as the number 10,000, perfect. Monopoly. So you change from yourself 我 to a succeed or successful person with like 10,000 euros. I guess that's successful. Okay. So the first vocabulary 成为 wei means to be, okay, and 成 means to accomplish. To accomplish what you want to be, that means to become. And the G means the result, the grade. And 成绩 to me feels like the final result. And altogether, 成绩 refers to the general grade or score. And both 完 and 成 means to accomplish. And the 成功, you finish your effort, that means success. Okay. Our last one with me, 度. Asian version, quite similar. Lower part is the radical hand. This is yo again, but in Asian time, as you can see from here, that's normally refers to a hand. And the vowel part, get rid of this 4 drops. That means shu to just give you a hint of the pronunciation. Give you a hint of pronunciation. Sorry, it's not meaning, it's the pronunciation. And I give you this one. Both the Asian version and modern version of the character refers to the meaning of measure or measurements. And I think as a Chinese person, you obviously see this character quite often from this brand Baidu as the Chinese Google. Okay, so Baidu literally means it's from a traditional poem. It means literally means kind of 100 angles. So here to represent like the search engine, it could let you look into a matter from 100 angles. To me, that's the meaning behind of it. And Tai here means the gesture. So the degree of your gesture, that means your attitude. And Su means the speed, so that's a degree of your speed. Oh, sorry, Su means fast, and the Stu means the degree. So the degree of your fast, that means the speed. And the Wen means warm. So here the degree of the warm, that's the temperature. And the Guo means to pass or over. You over the degree, that means excessive. Okay. I think that's all for this chapter. Thanks for your attention.